What was the faith described in the Jumah Khutbah? Anybody remembers? Sacrifice. You see, for something to be real, it has to be tested. After it's tested, it has to be shaped and it has to be used. That time is real. You want to know whether there's real diamond or not. And diamond in the rough, it looks like glass, cloudy glass. It looks like nothing. You have to test it, no? You test that piece and you discover that it is a diamond. Are you just going to put it down like that and leave it alone? It's not then fulfilling the reason of its creation, isn't it? So now the diamond, it's real, but it has now to be shaped. How are you going to shape it in order for it to come to its reason of creation, its full potential? Why it's been created for. It has not been created to look like that. It has been created now to be put on a high value by people. It's such a high value that very high level people, they even put it on top of their heads, isn't it? They don't put it on their feet. You ever hear people putting diamonds on the soles of their shoes? Maybe there are some songs like that, but I don't hear anyone actually doing it in reality. So how now is going to be fitting to that station of putting it on a high value? That diamond now, it has to be cleaned. And it has to be cut. It has to be shaped. It has to be cut. Oh, it hurts. Then stop. You're not realizing then the potential. You will still look like this piece of glass. You are supposed to be a diamond, to be on the hands of high level people, on the heads of high level people, but you cannot be there because you're complaining too much when we're trying to shape you. So now that piece of diamond has to be cut and shaped and placed. That's the time we will reach to our potential. We are created in the most perfect form. The diamond has been created for us. We have not been created for the diamond. Our value in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is so high, mankind, Bani Adam. It has been so high that Allah is saying, we have honored the children of Adam. He did not say we have honored angels or animals. He said we have honored the children of Adam. Our value in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is so high that He had made the angels and all of creation to bow down before us. But majority of the people, they just want to be that little piece of cheap looking glass to be hiding always in mud or under earth, not to be taken out and to be shaped. You understand? Once you discover that you're getting cut and shaped a little bit, this is when your training begins. This is when you become better. But majority, they're not understanding. Majority, they don't want it. Even Muslims are not understanding that. Even people in Tariqat, they're not understanding that. They say, no, Sufism has to be feel good all the time. Just love all the time. Don't say anything negative. Don't tell me what to do. It's free. Love. But to have faith like the faith that is described in the khutbah, it is sacrifice. Yeah. You have now to give up yourself to become a new self. Dervish, belonging to a tariqat, following a shaykh is so easy. You think it is just listening to someone whenever you like. Whenever you like, you don't listen, you don't follow, you don't do nothing. But if I say this example, everyone is agreeing. Nice words. But majority, especially in this country, they're not taught for you to suffer any pain. A little bit of pain, they give you hundreds medicines. Even the medicines, they don't taste bitter anymore. They taste like candy, isn't it? Sweet. It used to be when we get sick, they give us medicine, it really tastes awful, it tastes really bad, and you swear never to get sick again, just so that you won't take that medicine. But now everybody wants to get sick because you can drink different kinds of medicines. It tastes so good, makes you feel so good. Everything is to numb. Nothing is to make you really feel. You don't feel fear, you don't feel pain, you don't feel nothing real. So now imaginary fear, imaginary pain now comes to you. You have everything in this country, but you have no peace in your hearts, and you're always racked by paranoia and anxiety. You understand? But to have the faith, like the faith that we're talking about in the khutbah, it is by sacrificing. In this way, what is the sacrifice that we're going to make now? What is it that we have to sacrifice? What? You think that just by giving a couple of dollars, this is sacrifice? Just by putting a hijab or a turban on our head, it is a sacrifice? Just by sleeping on the floor, it is a sacrifice? Just by sitting and not feel so free to just circle around everywhere, protection coming to you because of that is a sacrifice. What sacrifice are we talking about? It is a sacrifice of your ego. That is what you have to sacrifice. It is a sacrifice of your will that Allah has given to you, and you say, you give me this will, I will exercise this will. I'm going to take this will and I'm going to give it back to you. It's like someone giving you a very powerful car, and you say, you take the key and you say, you're letting me to drive this, but I'm giving it back to you. Then that one will say, good, because of that, I will send you a chauffeur. That one is going to drive you wherever that you want, because now you know what I want from you, and you're acting according to my will. When you act according to my will because you have given your will to me, that time you will be my representative, you will be my Khalifah. That time I will make all of creation to bow down before you again, because you're doing nothing for your own ego, you're doing it for me. That is a sacrifice we're talking about. So in reality, is that a sacrifice? Sacrifice is to give up something. But Allah is the one who gave us that which we want to give up. And when we do give up that doesn't belong to us, He gives us 1 billion times more than that. So what sacrifice we're talking about? To have the faith, though, slowly. Understand what is your ego, what is coming from Allah, what is coming from the Prophet, what is coming from shaitan, what is coming from dunya. And that time, you'll be able to know what is the will of Allah and what is the will of your ego. And you make the proper choices. You will have faith at that time. May Allah forgive me. Fatiha.